Yeah, good morning, dear students. Let us discuss the stability of two-wheeler while negotiating a turn. That is, two-wheeler taking a turn. That may be a left turn or right turn. Now let us see the case for taking a left turn. You can see a two-wheeler inclined by an angle theta with respect to the vertical plane. Here the vehicle is inclined by an angle theta with respect to the vertical plane and it is taking a left turn. Means the vehicle is tilting towards the clockwise direction. Now to maintain the stability, our aim is how to maintain the stability. So what are the forces coming here? One is gyroscopic force and one more force coming on the vehicle is the centrifugal force. Okay, due to gyroscopic force we are getting the gyroscopic couple and due to centrifugal force we are getting the centrifugal couple. With respect to this radius of curvature, capital R is the radius taking a turn at a curved path. Okay, this is a left turn with radius R, it is taking a turn. This is the rear wheel, this is the engine, and this portion is the front wheel. Okay, now let us see. Let M is the mass of the vehicle and its rider in kg. W is the weight of the vehicle and its rider in newtons. H is the height of center of gravity of vehicle and rider. RW is the radius of the wheels. Capital R is the radius of track or curvature. And IW is the mass moment of inertia of the each wheel. IE is the mass moment of inertia of the rotating parts of the engine. And omega W is the angular velocity of the wheels. And omega E is the angular velocity of the engine rotating parts. G is the gear ratio. V is the linear velocity of the vehicle, which is given by R into omega. So here R is the radius of the wheels and omega is the angular velocity of the wheels. Okay. And theta is the angle of the heel. It is inclination of the vehicle to the vertical for equilibrium. Now let us see the next slide. Now you can go through the slide. You can see the front view of the vehicle. So what are the forces acting on the front view of the vehicle? You can see centrifugal force is acting here. Let me switch off. 1 second. Yes. Yeah. When you see the front view of the vehicle, this is the center of gravity of the vehicle. This height h is the center of gravity of the vehicle, and Fc is the centrifugal force acting towards the left hand side, and W is the weight of the vehicle acting downwards. If you resolve this height h, how you can resolve along x-axis and along y-axis. So now this portion I call it as x cos theta, and this portion I call it as the x sin theta. I will write here. Pointer. It is not. Hmm. Two minutes. Pointer is not adjusting. So this portion we can call it as h sin theta. This is h sin theta. Okay. Just if I draw separately here. So this is my center of gravity of the vehicle, which is given by h. Now I am resolving this h along x-axis and y-axis. This I am calling it as the h cos theta, This I am call it as the h sin theta, and this is the height h. Okay, and W is the weight of the vehicle with respect to center of gravity acting downwards. This is the W, and left side is the centrifugal force Fc is acting. Got it. Now what they have done, you can see axis of the spin is extended. Extend this axis of spin. So axis of spin, what I am getting? I omega. This I omega is resolved along again x axis and y axis. This is the x axis I am getting I omega cos theta, and y axis I am getting I omega. Can anyone answer this? What I am getting along y axis? Here what I am getting? Can anyone answer? Please, dear students. Hello. Are you able to hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please respond. If you're not responding, I don't know. Got it? This is I omega sin theta. This is I omega cos theta. So axis of the spin is along OA. Axis of the spin is along the vector OA. This is the axis of the spin. This is resolved along x axis and y axis. Now axis of spin will become I omega cos theta. And this is your axis of rotation omega p. And this is your active gyroscopic couple. Now let us see the effect of the gyroscopic couple due to the wheels and engine. Now we need to define some parameters. Let V is the linear velocity, which is given by angular velocity of the wheel multiplied by the radius of the wheel. G is the gear ratio, which is equals to omega E by omega W. That is angular velocity of engine to the angular velocity of the wheels. So angular velocity of engine is G into angular velocity of the wheels. So from this, what is angular velocity of the wheels? Omega W is nothing but V by RW. We know that V is equals to R omega. From this, we can write omega W is equals to, you can see here, V is equals to R omega. That is radius of the wheel multiplied by the angular velocity of the wheels. From this, what is angular velocity of the wheel? V by RW. That is what I have substituted here. Now, angular momentum due to wheels, which is given by 2 into IW into omega W. IW is the moment of inertia of the each wheels. So why I am taking 2? Since I am having the 2 wheels, that's why I am taking the 2 times the wheels. Angular momentum due to the wheels is given by 2 into IW into omega W. Now, angular momentum due to engine is given by IE into omega E. Now, what is the total angular momentum? Which is nothing but H is the total angular momentum, which is equal to 2 into IW omega W plus or minus IE omega E. So in place of omega W, I'll keep it as V by RW. And in place of omega E, what I am written, you can see here. Omega E is equal to G into omega W. Again, omega W is V by RW. Now omega E is G into V by RW. That is what I have substituted. In place of omega E, I have substituted G into V by RW. Now the equation comes as, why I am taking plus or minus, I will explain. Next slide, okay? Plus is when the engine and wheels rotate in the same direction. Minus we take when engine is rotating in the opposite direction, okay? So if you substitute everything on simplification, we can get angular moment H is equals to V by RW into 2IW plus or minus G into IE. So what is the gyroscopic couple CG? So we know that gyroscopic couple is nothing but C is equals to what we know, I omega S omega P. But why I am writing cos theta here? You can see here. So what is here I am getting here? This is I omega S. Omega S, and this I omega S is resolved along x axis and y axis. Instead of I omega S, now it is changed as I omega S cos theta. Since it is inclined by an angle theta. That's why in place of I omega S, what I am taking, it is I omega S cos theta into omega P. And omega P is again, we know the velocity of rotation V by R. Now what is the gyroscopic couple will come? Substitute everything here. Can you substitute? You can see here, everything is available. H is 2IW plus or minus G into IE into omega E. The same I am written here. Gyroscopic couple is equals to, how I am getting V square by RW. You can see here. V by W into 2IW plus or minus GIE. GIE. This is the angular momentum. So now you can see here. And omega P we multiplied with V by R. Now you can see V and V comes as V square. This R and RW I am writing here. 2IW plus or minus GIE. And again, what is I am having? I omega S into cos theta. I have to multiply with cos theta again here. This is cos theta into V by R. Okay, 1 second, I will erase and write. Cos theta into V by R. Now you can see V square by capital R into small r W into 2IW plus or minus GIE into cos theta. Just I am multiplying everything. Now you can see when we can take the plus sign and when we can take the minus sign. Can answer when we can take the plus sign? When both engine and wheel rotate in the same direction, means positive axis, or same direction I can say. When engine and wheel rotate in the opposite direction, means engine always rotate. Here you can see engine is rotating in anti-clockwise, wheel also is rotating in anti-clockwise. You can see here wheel rotating in anti-clockwise, but engine is rotating in the clockwise direction. Then you can take the negative sign. So this is the equation of the gyroscopic couple of the wheels and engine. Now gyroscopic effect due to the centrifugal force we need to discuss. Now you can see here how we are getting the gyroscopic couple here. With respect to direction of U, this is a spin vector which is moving forward and it is taking a left turn. So when you are taking a left turn, where you get the precession vector? Can anyone answer? When we take a left turn, with respect to my view, this is my left turn. When the vehicle is taking a left turn, precession vector is always comes in the y-axis. You can see here, precession vector is in the y-axis. So x-axis and y-axis. Again, use the right-hand thumb rule. On the z-axis, you are getting the active gyroscopic couple. Extend the z-axis, reverse side. You are getting the reactive couple. These are all clockwise direction. It is moving forward. Again, it has to move upward. Precession vector has to move upward, means this is my clockwise direction. Now, active couple has to move positive z-axis, means this is my clockwise direction. Reactive couple has to move towards the negative z-axis, means this is my active couple. So this is my clockwise direction. Now you can see how this is moving, how active couple is moving and how reactive couple is moving. If I am not wrong, active couple is in clockwise motion. So this is the left hand side, this is the right side, this is moving clockwise. Now reactive couple is moving in the anti-clockwise motion. So with respect to this is a reactive couple which is moving in the anti-clockwise direction, and active couple tries to move in clockwise direction. This is active couple. We always consider the gyroscopic effect due to the reactive couple. What active couple tries to do? Active couple tries to turn the vehicle in downward direction, but reactive couple tries to overturn the vehicle in the outward direction. If I see this is the inward direction, if I see this is the inward direction, so reactive couple tries to turn the vehicle towards the inward side, but this reactive couple tries to move the vehicle in the outward direction. Now let us see the gyroscopic effect due to the centrifugal couple. You see this is the centrifugal force which is acting here. Okay, due to centrifugal force you are getting the centrifugal couple. Centrifugal couple will come in the direction of the centrifugal force only. How centrifugal force is moving towards the left hand side. Therefore, centrifugal couple also comes towards the left hand side. How to find the centrifugal couple? We know that couple is nothing but force into distance. You can see force is the Fc is the centrifugal force, and distance, how we are getting the h cos theta? You can see here this is the centrifugal force. What is the perpendicular distance here for this force? This h cos theta is the perpendicular distance. You can see this h cos theta is the perpendicular distance. How we got this h cos theta? Since this is the distance h. You can see this is the distance h. Now this is inclined by an angle theta. This is resolved along x-axis and y-axis. I will show this. So this line is resolved along the x-axis. Now this distance we are getting it as the h cos theta. Again similarly, this distance with respect to this center of gravity, I am dotting here. With respect to the center of gravity, this is h cos theta, and this is h sin theta. This is the hypotenuse which comes as the h. Now what is the couple formula? Couple is equals to force into perpendicular distance. Now here my force is centrifugal force. What is the perpendicular distance for the centrifugal force? H cos theta is the distance. Now how to get Fc, centrifugal force? I can write basic equation is mr omega square. And omega is, we know that, v square by r square. Omega is v by r. This will go away. Now it comes as mv square by r. Here I am using, they are using a capital. I am also use capital signature. Capital letters. Okay. This is the formula for the centrifugal force. mv square by r into h cos theta is the centrifugal force. Now if you see both centrifugal couple and gyro couple act in the anti-clockwise direction. You can see the next slide. For this two-wheeler, both reactive couple and centrifugal couple is acting in anti-clockwise direction. So what active couple is trying to do? Active couple trying to turn the vehicle in inward direction. This active couple is trying to turn the vehicle in inward direction. So to maintain this equilibrium, this is the reactive couple which is acting in opposite direction. Similarly, centrifugal couple also is acting in opposite direction. So to maintain equilibrium, both reactive couple and centrifugal couple try to move the vehicle in outward direction. So active couple tries to move the vehicle in inward direction. But centrifugal couple and reaction couple tries to move the vehicle in outward direction. Now therefore, what is the total turning couple is given as C, which is equals to gyroscopic couple plus centrifugal couple. So I have got the equation. Gyroscopic couple is given as V square by capital R into small r into 2IW plus GIE. Why I am taking plus? Since both wheel and engine rotating in the same direction. That's why I am taking it as the plus. 2IW plus GIE into cos theta plus mv square by r into h cos theta. This is the overturning couple. Now, for the vehicle to be in equilibrium, see the statement. For the vehicle to be in equilibrium, overturning couple should be equal to the balancing couple. To maintain this equilibrium, overturning couple should be equal to balancing couple. How the overturning couples are rotating in anti-clockwise direction? Overturning couples are moving in anti-clockwise direction. To maintain this equilibrium, balancing couple has to rotate in the clockwise direction. How to get the balancing couple? Again, I will show that. So what is here? W is the mg. So due to this, what is the perpendicular distance for this one? Wait, can anyone answer? Here straight away I am getting mgh sin theta. How I am getting this? You can see in this diagram. W is the mg, weight acting downwards. For this, what is the perpendicular distance? So for this weight, the perpendicular distance is, this is the line I am showing. So this is the h. This is h cos theta. Now this will become h sin theta. So for this weight, what is the perpendicular distance? H sin theta is the perpendicular distance. Now what is the couple formula again? Force into distance. Here the force is the due to weight of the vehicle and rider. Now I am writing here balancing couple. Balancing couple C. C is equals to W is the force multiplied by the perpendicular distance. The perpendicular distance is h sin theta. And again W I can write it as mg into h sin theta. This is the balancing couple. So now to maintain this equilibrium, this total equation should be equal to the mgh sin theta. Okay, you can see here. For stability, the overturning couple should be equal to the balancing couple. So this total is the overturning couple left hand side, that is equal to the balancing couple on the right hand side. Now let us solve the problem regarding this. You can see a motorcycle and rider together weighs 2000 newtons and their combined center of gravity is 550 meters above the road when the motorcycle is upright. Each wheel is 580 mm diameter and has moment of inertia 1 kg meter square. The moment of inertia of rotating parts of engine is 0.15 kg meter square. And the engine rotates 5 times the speed of the vehicle and the same sense. What is the meaning of the same sense here? Can anyone answer? Dear students? Hello? Hello? Are you there, dear students? Hello?
Yes, sir.
No one is. Yeah, why you are taking so much time to respond? So what is the meaning of the same sense? Can anyone answer? Huh? Please answer.
Same direction.
Same direction, right?
Same direction.
Okay. So 0.15 kg, the engine rotates at 5 times the same speed of the vehicle and the same. So determine the angle of the hill necessary when motorcycle is taking a turn over a track of 35-meter radius at a speed of 60 km per hour. So always write the given data here. Okay. Write the given data. Solve with me parallelly. Take the pen and calculator. So here W is given as how much? 2000 newtons. And center of gravity is height h they have given. H is equals to 550 mm. That is 0.55 meter. Motorcycle, each wheel is 580 mm diameter. Radius of the wheel RW 580 mm. That is 0.58 meters. Moment of inertia and has a moment of inertia. Moment of inertia of the wheels. I read it as I for wheels IW. How much it is? 1 kg meter square. The engine rotates at 5 times the speed of the vehicle and in the same sense. So that I can give given as the G, which is equals to gear ratio. What is the formula for the gear ratio? Angular velocity of engine to angular velocity of the wheels, which is equals to 5. Same sense means moving in the same direction. Determine the angle of the wheel. You are supposed to find theta. At what angle this is inclined and at what is the radius? What is the radius they have given? 35-meter radius at a speed of 60 km per hour. Convert this and give me the answer 60 km per hour into meters. Yes, students, please convert and give me this answer. Hello? 16 to 5 by 18. Give me the answer. No one is having.
16.66, sir.
16.66 meters per. Okay, let it be 16.66 meters per second. Now first try to write the gyroscopic couple. Find out the gyroscopic couple and find out the second step. What we need to find? Find gyroscopic couple. So can anyone tell the formula for the gyroscopic couple? C is equals to V square by capital R into small r W into 2 times IW plus G into IE into cos theta. Is it right? Yes, students. Gyroscopic couple is given by V square by capital R into small r W into 2 IW plus, why I am taking place? Both wheel and engine are rotating in the same direction into G into IE into cos theta. Okay, now substitute all the values. What V we got here? Velocity 16.66 square. What is the capital R? How much they have given? You can see capital R is given as the 35 meters. And what is the radius of the wheels? 0.58 meter. Moment of inertia of the wheels how much? 1 kg meter square. Moment of inertia of the wheel is 1. Gear ratio is 5. I they have given angular velocity of the engine, moment of inertia of the engine. Here you can see moment of inertia of rotating parts of engine is 0.15 kg meter square. In the problem you can see they have given I is equals to 0.15 kg meter square. Here it is moment of inertia of the engine and moment of inertia of the wheels 1. 5 into 0.15. Solve this and give me the answer. Gyroscopic couple in terms of the, please open the calculators. Give me the answer in terms of cos theta you can get. The students, do it fast. Hello?
37.
So do the calculation. 37.59.
59.
Okay, now let us go for the centrifugal couple. Next step, that is CC. What is the formula for the centrifugal couple? M V square by R into cos theta. H cos theta. Now substitute all the values. So this take it as capital, don't go for smaller. So mass, what is the mass we got? What is the mass? Weight 2000 newtons. What about the mass? Can anyone convert this? 2000 by 10. Let us take it as 200 kgs. W is equals to M into G. So W they have given it as 2000 newtons. M I don't know. G instead of 9 I am taking it as a 10. Okay. So from this mass is equals to 200 kg. I will substitute the mass as, what is the velocity we got? 16.66 square and radius is 35 into H is how much? Center of gravity they have given here 0.55 meters, 550 mm. You can see here center of gravity is 550 mm, that is 0.55 meter. I can take it as into 0.55 cos theta. Solve this and give me the answer for centrifugal couple, please, in terms of cos theta.
872.31.
872.31. So is this correct? 37.59 for gyroscopic couple.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? Can anyone cross check this one? The students, can anyone cross check this 37.59 is sure? Okay, let me check. I am already have done now. Gyroscopic couple I am getting due to wheels and due to engine. Centrifugal force is okay. 20 plus 54, 74 we have to get. Gyroscopic couple due to wheels and gyroscopic couple due to engine. That together we are adding. So if I see in this, I am getting 54 plus 20, 74. But why I am getting only 37.59? Cross check once again, anyone? The students, please cross check this. Or we can see, we'll do again. So find the gyroscopic couple due to wheels, CW, 2 into I omega omega P. Similarly, gyroscopic couple due to engine, IE omega E and omega P. Try to solve this. Is this sure? 37.59. Please answer anyone. The students first. Okay, I am assuming this is sure. Let me continue. Centrifugal couple over, gyroscopic couple over. Now find the total couple. C is equals to gyroscopic couple plus centrifugal couple. What is the gyroscopic couple you got here? 37.59. Let it be 38 cos theta. And centrifugal couple we got 872 cos theta. What is the answer we are getting? Combination of these two. 872 plus 38. 880. 910. Okay. Centrifugal total couple we got. Now try to find out the balancing couple. What is formula for the balancing couple? C is equals to mgh sin theta. We got m as 200 kg. G take it as 9.81. What is the height? How much? What is the height h value? 0.55 into sin theta. Solve this and give me the answer. The student fast, time is up. Solve this and give me the answer. 200 into 9.81 into 0.55. In terms of sin theta, we will get. Open the calculator fast. Hello.
One 1079.1. 79.1.
Okay, let it 1079 into sin theta. Okay. So how to find the angle of field? We know that overturning couple is always equal to the balancing couple. So here what I am trying to say, overturning couple equals to balancing couple. This is for equilibrium. So what is overturning couple? 910 cos theta I am getting. C is my overturning couple, which is equals to 910 cos theta. That is equal to the balancing couple. How much I am getting the balancing couple? 1079 sin theta. So from this I can write it as, what is tan theta from this here? What is tan theta? 910 by 1079. Now from this get theta value. Answer this and give me the theta. Fast.
40.143.
So angle I am getting it as 40 degrees.
40.143.
143 degrees and radians. Okay. 40.143 I am getting angle. So this is the angle where I can maintain the vehicle in equilibrium. So if I turn the vehicle by 40 degrees only, at that angle only it is in equilibrium. If it is less than 40 or more than 40, it is no more in equilibrium. It is going to, what will happen? If it is less than 40 degrees or more than 40 degrees, you are tilting the vehicle by 40 degrees. Then only this is in equilibrium. Got it? When you are riding a vehicle at a curved path, if you maintain this angle 40 degrees, then only this is in equilibrium. If you maintain the angle more than 40 or less than 40, skidding will occur, will fall down. You can imagine, if you tilt further, you will fall down. Unbalancing will take place and you are going to skid and you may be fall down. So to maintain equilibrium, this is the angle we need to maintain in equilibrium. 40.143 degrees, we have to maintain in equilibrium. So with this, I will wind up the unit 1. I am left with only one more topic, that is gyroscopic effect due to four-wheeler. That you take it as the assignment and try to solve on your own. That I will give the necessary information for you for the gyroscopic effect of the four-wheeler. So tomorrow I would like to start the unit 2. So take gyroscopic effect of four-wheeler as an assignment and try to solve it. Still 5 more minutes is there. Let me give overview of the gyroscopic effect of the four-wheeler. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah, ask me.
which textbook you have preferred, sir, for dumb?
Theory of Machines by R.S. Kurmi. You can go
Theory of Machines by R.S. Kurmi. R.S. Kurmi.
That is R.S. Kurmi. That will cover both DOM and COM. Yeah.
Okay.
Just let me 10 more minutes is there. Let me complete the four-wheeler also. Already 1 month is over, but we need one only. Just give me 5 minutes time. Slides. Some current slide. Now you can see stability of a four-wheeler while taking a turn. You can see the vehicle with stable condition, vehicle with unstable condition. What is happening here? The vehicle is turning outwards. In that case, you can see the reactions. So as the wheels are in contact with the earth, so this is wheels are pressing here. What is the wheels here? Wheels are lifting. When the vehicle is overturning in the unstable condition, see this is my left side and this is my right side. Yeah, left wheel is pressing to the earth and right wheel is lifting. This is the condition we are getting. Just let me explain briefly about this one. You can see stability of a four-wheeler moving in a curved path. So taking a left turn. So A, B, C, they are the four wheels. G is the center of gravity of the vehicle. So due to center of gravity or due to mass of the vehicle, what will happen? The total mass of the vehicle is equally divided on all four wheels. So W is the mass of the vehicle. You can see. So what is W by 4? 1/4 of the mass is given on the part A, 1/4 is given on point B, 1/4 is given on the wheel C, and 1/4 is given on the wheel D. So if you add all this, you will get the total mass or total weight of the vehicle. This total weight of the vehicle is given on each wheel. You can see the direction of the pressing also while taking a left turn. For left turn, these two reactions are taking upwards. Sorry. So weight of the vehicle is acting downwards. How the reaction force will act? The weight of the vehicle is acting downwards. How the reaction force will act? Upwards only. You can see here. In this diagram, you can see that's it. So W is the point of center of gravity. So W is the weight of the vehicle is acting downwards. Therefore, reaction forces will act upwards. This W is equally distributed in all four wheels. W by 4, W by 4, W by 4, and W by 4. Now let us see what is this P and what is this Q. Okay. P is the reaction force due to the gyroscope. P is the reaction force due to the gyroscope. And we will see what is Q also in the meanwhile. Now you can see the two wheels A and C are called as inner wheels and B and D are called as the outer wheels. You can see A and C. So these are called as inner wheels. These are called as the outer wheels. So while taking a left turn, what will happen to the inner wheel and what will happen to the outer wheel, we will see. You can see here what is happening to the inner wheel. Inner wheel is pressing downwards. Outer wheel is lifting upwards. What it is? Okay. M is the mass of the vehicle in kg. W is the weight of the vehicle in newtons. RW is the radius of the wheel in meter. Capital R is the radius of curvature. H is the center of gravity. X is the width of the track in meter. IW is the mass moment of inertia of the each wheel. And IE is the mass moment of inertia of the engine. Here we are having IE and IW. And omega W is the angular velocity of the wheels. And omega E is the angular velocity of the rotating parts. Omega is angular velocity of engine, angular velocity of the wheels, mass moment of inertia of the engine, gear ratio, and V is the linear velocity of the vehicle. All these parts to be defined. Already we have defined what is M, W, RW, R, H. X is width of the track in meters. You can see distance between the wheels. X is the distance between the wheels. IW, mass moment of inertia of wheels in kg meter square. Omega W, angular velocity of the wheels. IE, mass moment of inertia of the rotating parts. Okay. After defining all these, our aim is to find gyroscopic couple. So what is the friction velocity? Again, we know that friction velocity is V by R. Gyroscopic couple due to wheels. What is the formula for the gyroscopic couple? You can see gyroscopic couple is nothing but I omega into omega P. I can write here. So couple equation again I omega s, omega p. But due to wheels, I am saying I can write CW is the gyroscopic couple due to wheels. How many wheels I am having? 4 wheels. That's why I multiply with the 4. Now gyroscopic couple due to engine. What is the formula for this? Again, I omega s, omega p. Here I'm having the moment of inertia due to engine. Instead of omega s, I will write it as angular velocity due to engine. Similarly, here for wheels, I am writing IW, I will write moment of inertia due to wheels. Instead of s, I am writing it as the moment of inertia due to wheels, I can write. Okay. Now, what is the total gyroscopic couple? Combination of these two. C is equals to gyroscopic couple due to wheels and gyroscopic couple due to engine, I can write. C is equals to 4 IW omega W omega P plus IE omega E and omega P. So what is omega E? You can write gear ratio G is equals to omega E by omega W. You can substitute as it is earlier. You can see again you can take plus or minus. When we can take plus and when we can take minus. Plus you can take when both engine and wheel rotate in the same sense. Minus we can take when both engine and wheel rotate in the opposite direction. Now you can see the net gyroscopic couple here. C is equals to CW plus or minus CE, which is given as 4 IW omega W into omega P plus or minus IG into, for omega E what they have written, G into omega W. Omega E is nothing but G into omega W. They have substituted here. Instead of omega E, they have written as G into omega W into omega P. So taking the common omega W and omega P outside, you can get this total equation as C is equals to angular velocity of the wheel multiplied by the present velocity into 4 times the moment of inertia of the wheel plus or minus G into IE. So this is the equation. Okay. This is the equation for the gyroscopic couple of the 4-wheeler. So after finding the couple, we are going to find out the reaction forces. That I will continue in the next class. You can see here P by 2 and Q by 2 are the reaction forces. Got it? In this, we have found only the gyroscopic couple due to wheel and engine, and we are going to find out reaction forces due to P by 2 and Q by 2. That I will stop here for reaction forces. That I will continue in the next class for reaction forces. Already I am having the reaction force also here. You can see everything here. Effect of the centrifugal couple. Okay, that I will discuss in the next class. So tomorrow, so with this I will wind up this first unit. Just whenever I am free, I will try to solve one problem on the gyroscopic effect of the 4-wheeler. In the meanwhile, I will solve one problem. Okay, next tomorrow I will go for the governors. Okay, I will start unit 2 governors. Just my intention is to give the